and welcome to another sunrise session where we talk about all things life, love, and everything else that you need to know to assist you along your journey. I'm Etta, Mystic Healer, Intuitive, Spiritual Life Coach. I pray that these messages find exactly who they are supposed to find when they are supposed to find it, and any negative energy sent my way or to the way of the collective on this day or any day is instantly turned into peace, blessings, and prosperity. Ashe. So we have a huge shift that the collective, every single person has gone through since the weekend. And if you're watching this on the replay, we're talking about the July 4th weekend, the beginning of July. There has been some off switch for some of you, it's an on switch of things changing. You might notice that you're sleeping a bit sounder, a bit easier. Life feels like it's a little bit lighter. You can feel there's a change in the air, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Let July do its thing. Let July bring you the magic, the miracles, the moments that make you say, this is what I prayed for. This is why the past couple of weeks, the past couple of months have been so hard, right? This is why things worked out the way that they did. Some of you, you have someone in your life that's going to be big mad because you are literally on that bridge. There is no space for them to come and catch up with you. You are too far gone. You have elevated to the point where you have literally left this person in the dust and they are in their feelings. There's a possibility that they can catch up to you, but while you're on this bridge, the space between who you were and the person you are becoming, do not look back. We're going to get into the collective reading for today. Then we're going to do the messages for each sign. And as a bonus, we're going to pull a message for everybody that has a birthday this week. So if your birthday is between today and Sunday, July 12th, we'll pull a specific message for you guys as well. Spirit wants you guys to have all the information that you need to make the best choices along your journey. With Neptune going retrograde this month, Saturn going retrograde this month, Mercury being in retrograde and then stationing direct before the Lionsgate portal, all adds up to a magical moment in time for you to manifest those dreams into your reality, and they want you to do so flawlessly. As you're coming in on the live, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, right? So you know when I go live to bring you these messages. Whatever you do in July, whatever you do in this moment, don't look back and don't doubt your intuition. Let's get into what else your guys want you to know on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. Mondays are ruled by the moon, right? The moon is Cancer energy, Pisces energy. Things being things that were hidden being revealed. For some of you that were in the New York City area, you could actually put your finger on the pulse of when things changed. It's no coincidence that during this whole 250th anniversary of America, Times Square, you know, New York City is the financial capital of the world, right? Times Square rang that, I said rang the bell. They dropped the ball, but they actually rang the bell 8 times. And you know, right? 8 is the number of prosperity, it's the number of abundance, it's the number of infinity, it's that number of karma, renewing contracts. Some of you are asked to lean into this energy and grab your piece of the pie to amplify your own intentions, your own manifestations. And just because you did so, it doesn't mean that things are going to change overnight. But the biggest message this morning that the collective is getting is that things have changed. You can feel it, you can't quite name it, but you already know. I'm hearing, I can feel it in the air, right? Because you could feel it in the air that things are shifting. This unfinished symphony that you've been replaying over and over again is coming to an end. You've been getting the messages, you've been getting the downloads. Some of you might even think you're going a little crazy. What you see is exactly what you're about to get, so make space for it. Embrace the beautiful changes that the Most High, the universe, has coming your way. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to hear on this Monday, right? It's a sixth day, right? It's the sixth. So that is a number of balance, restoration, give and take. Somebody, for some of you, it's heavy in the energy of regretting that they didn't put in that give and take energy. They didn't give into the relationship the way that they were supposed to, right? And they're hoping if they play their cards right, they can catch up to you. You were advised last week to be very, very careful who you let along with you on this next leg of the journey, because this is the part of your story where you receive that wish fulfillment. This is the part of your story where everything kind of magically falls into place, but it's not really magical. It's just that an answered prayers have finally arrived. A lot of you are coming into a season where you will want for nothing. Everything will be taken care of, and it feels like the whole universe is just going to be spoiling you, right? We heard that last month, right? That this is a moment of your wish is my command. This is why you were asked to make sure the things that you were wishing for were in true alignment with the things that you want for yourself. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know on this Monday? They wanted us to see that gift card that flew out. And lastly, what is the vibe? When we do the messages for each sign, it could be for your sun, moon, and or rising. We'll also pull the angel number for the week. What else does the collective need to know, Holy Spirit? For this Monday, for this week, for this moment. Thank you for spending this part of your day, your afternoon, whatever time it is by you. Because we are heard all through all corners of the world, right? Thank you for spending this part of your day with us, with me, Spirit, and the Soul Tribe, starting over here, right? Making sure everything is in view. Hi, YouTube. Hi, TikTok. Yes, we are in both places. All right. Confirmation. Where you're standing is not where you will stay. Where you are standing is not where you will stay. Some of you, your person has been put on notice that this is like you're about to hop on that plane, right? You know that episode of Martin, for those of you who watch Martin, right? When Gina got the job in New York and she's packing all her stuff and she's getting ready to go, and, she's like waiting for him to say something, and he doesn't, and he ends up proposing, I believe, in New York, right? A lot of masculines are in the energy of, I need to do something and I need to do something drastic because I'm about to lose her forever, and they don't want to lose you forever. They don't. They don't. Relationships don't end because there's a lack of love. So when you keep hearing these messages, and I think this is for somebody very specific, either on YouTube or here on TikTok, because they told me to drop the cards. People don't break up because they stop loving one another. That is never the case. So when you keep hearing these messages that so and so is still in love with you, so and so still wants to be with you, and you're like, yeah, right. Because if they wanted to be with me, they would have done da 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 da. Right? I hear you and I feel you, but understand the number one reason why relationships don't work out is because somebody in that relationship couldn't meet the terms and conditions of that relationship. Some of you were with the person that still to this day, even if you haven't spoken to them in months or even years, they love you like a fat kid loves cake. Why am I hearing Tubby? They do. No matter who they're with, right? No matter what they decided to do after you or who, right? Nobody has their heart the way that you do. It's just that they couldn't change. They couldn't meet your terms and conditions, right? Some of them had to make, somebody doesn't want me to say that, an, a 180-degree shift in their life, right? Some of them had to give up the karmics, right? The threesomes, right? The party lifestyle, right? The nose candy, right? Working too hard, right? Being married to their job, being married to their business, and they just for whatever reason couldn't let go. Couldn't they're showing me Shango, right? And how Oshun wanted to be with him, but she couldn't deal with his wanting to be with this one and that one and that one and this one, right? Oya wanted to be with him, and she was like, Oshun, like, yeah, this not gonna work for me. The only person that can stay with him was the one that accepted his terms and conditions because she wanted the same thing. Relationships work out when people want the same thing, and sometimes the heavens move somebody's soul to the point where they realize that that change that that relationship is causing them, is asking them to make, that shift in their conditions that that relationship is asking them to make, is not just for the sake of the relationship. It's for the sake of that person's salvation. It's for the sake of that person walking in their spiritual purpose. And some of them have flat out said, hey, I can't do that. I am not capable. So I'm just going to continue living life the way I've been living life. She's better off without me anyway. I was only weighing her down because you see this person in time for go. She has no baggage, right? Kind of looking like the runaway bride. Some of you dodged a bullet and you know it. It feels like because July is a month of sudden shifts and changes, somebody's going to have a change of heart. Whatever terms and conditions you laid out for the foundation of the relationship, they're going to come in and agree to it. They're going to put that past behind them because they know it's not just about the relationship, right? This is the same person that had some kind of medical episode, life change. Something huge happened where Spirit was able to yoke them up and say, listen, we know you folks have free will, but you're running straight into a brick wall, but you say you want paradise. We gave you paradise with the viewer, you guys, right? And you fumbled her. You fumbled him. Go and make things right. How many of you guys have siblings, right, that you used to fight with when you were kids and your mom would say, go and make up? That's what Spirit has been telling this person to go and make things right with you with this Silence of the Lamb. I don't know if this word, which is barely visible, right? It's the DEATH word. I don't know if his social media is safe, but a part of them is literally no longer with us, right? They have buried it, they have put it in the past because they were able to see line by line, year by year, month by month, that this lifestyle that they enjoyed in their 20s and their 30s was the very lifestyle that caused them all the headaches that they have now. Had they met you in their 20s and their 30s, life would have been a lot different for them. But that was part of their journey, right? They had to go through those experiences. Oh, I didn't even see that there. Coffin card. Somebody has definitely cut off everything and everyone that has been standing between you and them, that's been standing between you and them having a beautiful relationship. You awaken a hunger in them that they can't find anywhere else. You awaken a depth in them that they kind of knew was there all along, but kind of prayed it away because their cousins weren't going through this, right? Their friends in school weren't going through this. They felt like an oddball and wanted to be one of the cool kids. But being one of the cool kids got them some cool experiences, but a lot of headache and heartache and heartbreak. And you, meeting you, from the very first time they laid eyes on you, right? It's like not only did they see heaven, Spirit is waxing poetic today, but this is true. Like they saw the light and heard the trumpets and felt the wings of angels and was like, what the fuck is that? Because who goes through that, right? In 2026 or whatever, whenever you guys met, right? Even though they were a believer, right? They have some type of relationship with the Most High. Meeting you and seeing what you've been through, seeing your accomplishments, seeing your wins, seeing your victories, confirm not only does the Most High exist, but you can have heaven on earth. They are in awe of you. They have and this is not for everybody. Some of you are still dealing with some pretty horrible people that do some pretty horrible things. They don't think highly of themselves, so how could they think highly of somebody else, right? This person that I'm picking up, and with it being Monday, they're highlighting Cancer, Pisces energy, Aquarius energy, Virgo energy, is really in their head and about to do the unthinkable. I had a when you see something and your eyes get very watery, that's my situation right now. I looked up to see higher power in Archangel Gabriel. You know the story of Mary and Joseph? When Joseph found out that she was already pregnant, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to do that. How are you going to give me a virgin that's not a virgin, right?" My guy was visibly and understandably upset, but they sent in Archangel Gabriel to tell him, "Look, this is not a normal situation. This is not a normal love story. What you thought it was isn't what it is. But here's what it is. You have a sacred person that you have a sacred purpose with. And this is how the Most High, the universe, the divine, wants it to go. Do you do you agree or not?" And of course, Joseph agreed. It feels like over this weekend, especially with the conjunctions we had on Friday and Neptune getting ready to station retrograde tomorrow, right? Bringing clarity, taking off those rose colored glasses. Your person got a visit either by Archangel Gabriel herself or somebody, their ancestors, gave them a stern talking to and let them know that this is the last time. If you want that happily ever after, if you truly want peace, because you're getting up there, my guy, my girl, you can't play forever. If you want somebody that truly has your back, your true purpose partner, we gave you that person. Now it's up to you to make things right and watch your whole world shift, watch your whole world change. So when they come back, and now we've been getting this message for a while, you're asked to at least hear them out. For a lot of you, not all of you, but for a good number of you, because the message keeps repeating itself. Your person, like this needs to happen. Even if you don't take them back, right? You need to hear them out so this chapter can close and they can find their peace elsewhere. This is the same person that we picked up last week that said if they can't make things right with you, that's it. They're just going to focus on their business and their kids, and that's it. They're just going to focus on working and their kids and making sure their kids have a good life, and that's it. They don't want to be part of the dating world anymore because it's just too much, right? Once you've experienced heaven on earth, everything else leaves a bitter taste in your mouth, and this is what your person is going through. You, my dear, don't take this as a cue. So go ahead and text them. Go ahead and call them. Pop up at their job. I heard you were looking for me. Yes, they're looking for you in spirit, but that doesn't mean that you need to go do anything. Do not help this person along. They have to come to you. That's part of making things right, is making their way back to you, standing face to face, eye to eye, with gifts in hands, right? Doing more showing than talking, that they're ready to have this blissful, joyful life with you. And they're going to ask you in one way or another, in some shape, form, or another, to help them along their healing journey. This is someone who was never supposed to be a 304 or a playboy. They just kind of accidentally fell into the lifestyle because they were involved with some friends and that's what the friends were doing and they thought it was cool, and it was cool at 19, and now they woke up at 39 wondering what the fuck happened. How did they let this much time pass by doing the same thing and not growing up? This feels like somebody who is very determined, very, very committed at making some kind of radical life shift, and they picked the perfect time to do it. With all the cosmic action in the air, especially with the meteor showers coming at the end of the month, right? The strongest ones of the year, is good for clearing out energy, right? This last few days is good for clearing out the last few bits of everything that's standing between you, right? The collective, and what home looks like for you. Because we have that Cancer new moon coming up on the 14th. And Cancer is the ruler of the fifth house, right? The home, right? Bringing that stability, that balance. You've heard it in the messages. Someone sees you as their home, as their peace. They may not have known how to handle it. They may have not have known how to steward it. But after the stern talking that they got through either Archangel Gabriel or a high ranking spiritual ancestor, they've been put all the way together. They know exactly what they need to do. They're coming up with a plan so when they come to you, you will at least hear them out. And hopefully, prayerfully, say yes. As you're coming into the live, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really feel like this message is for one person, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Next, we have By the Book 11, 7-Eleven, 8, right? Wanting to do things the right way, wanting to do things. Saturday morning, I wake up and you're not by my side. I'm not even sure if it says Saturday morning because this is a song I probably would have heard when I was a little bitty thing. Um, Freestyle music. My sister was heavy into freestyle, still is. Um, Dino? But somebody's very in that energy of, and we picked this up last week. I wake up and you're not by my side, right? This person has been suffering in silence for a long, long time. And it's getting to the point where they can't hold back their feelings. They can't hold back what they want to say. And for some of you, this is not even about your relationship. When people know that they have to speak their truth, this is people showing you who they are. Those friends in your friend group, especially your A1 day ones, showing you their true colors. As for your person, they've been in some type of mental prison suffering over the fact that they hurt a true earth angel. They hurt the best thing that ever happened to them. Still very much in deep regret. But this week, it feels like they're going to do something about it because they've been put on notice at any moment now. You're going to be too far out of reach for them to come back and apologize in the way that they want to. Flower of life, the cycle of creation is said to symbolize the fundamental forms of space and time. This feels like this person being put all the way together. Before, all of these stars and configurations were all over the place, they were scattered. But for the first time in this person's life, they know exactly what they want to do in life and with this relationship. Tick tock. Confirmation that this person has been put on notice that, do you know you got 30 minutes? They don't have much time before. There goes the fifth house, right? We just spoke about it. They don't have much time before that window closes, right? To have that stability, that home life, that wish fulfillment, right? That Brady Bunch situation that they want with you, your kids, their kids, a blended family, right? Are you being a bonus mom or a bonus dad to their kids? Well, that's beautiful, right? That's really beautiful. But they know they have to sit up, make a mature adult decision for once in their life. Playtime has been over a long time ago, but now it's time for them to really leave the childish things behind them and step into the person that they are supposed to be. I'm hearing somebody's ancestor said, this message is for you when your person calls and asks you out to breakfast. This is somebody that likes to, you know, likes a little Hennessy, likes a little Johnny Walker, but they're going to specifically not ask you out to dinner, right? They may own a lounge. They're not going to want to take you there. They're going to specifically ask you out to breakfast. So neither one of you are under the influence and you understand that it's not the liquor talking, right? Even though they say a drunk mouth speaks a sober heart, they want to speak their truth truthfully from the bottom of their heart without any liquid courage. As I look up to the clock and it says 8:11, between now and August 11th, right after the Lionsgate portal, before eclipse season, when things suddenly shift. By the way, eclipses have the power, the ability to shift things overnight. And we start feeling the energies of eclipse season 6 months prior. And the closer we get to that actual eclipse, the stronger the energy becomes. So now that we are in July, these eclipses are starting next month on the 11th or the 12th. I don't quite remember. I'll put it in the comments, right? The fire has been lit under this person to do something and do something now. Whatever they had going on after the breakup, after the separation, after the divorce, y'all gonna be these people, you've seen them, right? That got divorced and said, I'm never speaking to them again. And 5 years later, they're happily married to each other again. Sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes the separation is needed for you both to grow up and become the person you're supposed to be in order to sustain this relationship the way the divine intended. Being that these messages have been coming out so strong, this is a relationship that has been written in the stars long before you two were even born. This is a divinely destined relationship. This is why the whole universe, even the angelic team, is rooting for you guys to get together and stay together. If you would like more information about your personal relationship, you know what to do, right? Those soul sessions, clarity sessions are available, but you already know. You've always known. It's just that the timing, oh, I thought this person was going to come back, right? Has always kept you stuck, right? Because you thought they would have been back by now. Just because they haven't been back doesn't mean that they're not coming back. And just because they're coming back, you're not being told to take them back. You're being asked to, at least, in the very least, hear them out to end this chapter and bring you what you truly want. Some of you are in the energy of not wanting to date anybody at all, right? Not even your ex. Some of you might end up just being good friends, good partners, right? Especially if you have children with your ex, right? Coming into a better understanding, a better agreement with your person. So while it might not look like it, yeah, everything has changed. We're going to pick an angel number for each sign, right? Even though they're kind of like doing something weird. So don't forget to like and subscribe on the YouTube side, right? We're trying to catch up to TikTok numbers before the end of summer. Please and thank you. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know? On this day, according to their sun, moon, and or rising, or their person's sun, moon, and or rising. Starting with, of course, the woman, the man of the hour, Cancer. What are you planning for that new moon, right? Because it's going to set the stage for your next 9 years, right? The next 3, 4 years are going to be very, very life changing for you, Cancer, especially if you have strong Aquarius placements. Your life shifts when the nodes shift. North Node Leos, now that the South Node is going in your sign, this is going to be an opportunity for you to show and prove that you learned all the lessons you were supposed to and are moving accordingly. Happy birthday, Cancer. Sun, Moon, and or rising. The Three of Coins, right? The Three of Pentacles. When we look at it in traditional tarot, it's two people coming together with a builder, with a somebody else, right? Helping them build, helping them reconstruct, helping them fix that column, right? Because the three of them are looking at the column, but one person is taking notes. It feels like this is the embodiment of the angels, your guides, your ancestors coming in to help you guys fix the relationship, to restore what was broken. And when this moment comes, when this person comes to speak their truth and they're like, this is how I messed up, this is how I want us to move forward. I know I did this, and I know I said this, and I know you gave me X amount of chances, but this time it's going to be different. Let me give you a chance to prove, or something like that. Don't use that opportunity to give them the business, right? Don't break them down. They've beat themselves up enough over losing you. Cancer, your angel number for this week is 4488. Welcome. Hello, a new beginning. Upward change abundance. This is a message from your angels representing an end to a stage in your life. They want you to know, dearest Cancer, that when things seem slow or they slow down, they will be with you and assist in guiding you to a new situation that is more suitable for your needs. Your guides are really asking you to trust them as they escort you over the bridge between the person you were and and the person you are becoming. Gemini. Well, look at you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and or rising with the Chariot, which is Big Daddy Michael energy, right? It's July energy because the Chariot is the seventh card, right? The energy of change, the energy of shifts, the energy of mhm. Spirit did say Gemini. We were supposed to go to Leo. But Gemini needed to hear this because whatever you've been doing is working out beautifully for you. Keep on doing it. Keep on going. The haters, the work that people are working, none of that can catch up to you. Gemini, it feels like you're already on the other side of that bridge. Your angel number is 666, which is not a bad number, by the way, right? The omen has had us all tripping. Wait patiently for the flowers to bloom, right? For the work that you work to really take hold in your life. Focus, confidence, kindness. Your thoughts are currently out of balance, being too focused on the material world. This number asks you to balance your thoughts between heaven and earth. The angels ask you to focus on the spiritual and service aspects and know that your material and emotional needs will be met automatically. I just realized 666 and today is the 6th. That's why you took over the energy, Gemini. I see what you did there. Leo, Sun, Moon, and or rising with the Father of Wands, you definitely, which is your energy, by the way, you definitely have someone that is planning to come back. Father of Wands, Knight of Wands. The Knight can be in that Playboy energy, but it feels like somebody, or Playgirl, right? This definitely confirms that somebody has grown up from that lifestyle and has been speaking with elders, either in the 3D or in the spiritual, on how not only to get you back, but to right their wrongs in life for not listening to them before. This is someone who has deepened their spiritual walk. And Leo, you're, if you haven't already, you're being called to deepen your spiritual walk this year. Your angel number, dearest Leo, is You another one with the sixes. Hello. 6600. Right? Facing setbacks. Keep kindness. We heard yesterday. Don't let a bad romance harden your heart. Be strong because changes are coming, and part of those changes are bringing you wealth. This is a message from your creator regarding your material life. The sacred guidance from God asks you to reduce your focus on material desires. This is not that God wants you to live a poor life because that's not your portion, but the creator asks you to try to obtain what you need more spiritually. Hello, deepen that spiritual walk. Just keep faith and gratitude and be open to receiving symbols or new opportunities. Virgo, sun, moon, and or rising. With the 10 of knives, which is the 10 of swords, get up. I don't think this is really social media friendly because, she's getting it in the chest, right? Let me cover her up so you can see what it says. Right, it's the 10 of knives, which is the 10 of swords. And when we see it in traditional tarot, it's the energy of being so overwhelmed. You're out the game, you're taken out, you can't do the fight anymore. We give up far too soon. Don't give up far too soon, right? Push yourself just a little bit harder. Well, first get up, right? Because your miracle, your answered prayer is on the other side of that push. Your number is 1122. Fruitful. Things are coming into balance in your relationships, in all areas of your life. You just have to start seeing it that way and stop reliving the past, dearest Virgo. Our thoughts are like weeds beginning to germinate. You may have seen some signs that your dreams are gradually coming true. These are signs that things are moving in the direction you desire. Stay confident. Always keep your thoughts in line, right? Aligned in the direction that you want to go. Libra, sun, moon, and or rising with the mother of baskets, which is the queen of cups. The CUNTN word wanted to come out. Somebody has recently given you slack for how you show up, calling you a this and calling you a that. Don't change for them people. Don't water yourself down. Don't sugarcoat things. Don't try to fit in with the cool kids. Don't do that to yourself. Keep doing what you've been doing. Keep showing up how you've been showing up, and you will continue to not want for a thing. Your angel number is, dearest Libra, 3355. Swim upstream. The script. Upward change, perseverance, prosperity. At this critical juncture of life transformation, the angels will assist you in getting ready. They want you to know that they are holding your hand as they help you cross over that bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. Through the change, and everything will be fine. Embrace the changes and seek the blessings within it. Embrace the changes that are coming your way. Don't change to make other people comfortable. Don't dim your light because it's too bright for other people. F them people. They're not going where you're going. They don't have the same purpose nor the walk that you have. This is why you're being strongly encouraged, Libra, to keep showing up, keep doing. It's about to pay off in spades, right? Pay out in spades. Scorpio, sun, moon, and or rising with the Hierophant, right? Doing things the right way, the traditional way, going to the chapel, because we heard this, I think, for Taurus last week, right? You're also being encouraged to keep doing what you've been doing, but to trust your intuition more. Trust what you've been guided to do more. Faith is belief in the things that are unseen. hmm Seeing the things that are unseen as if that they are seen, and they will soon manifest into your reality. Whatever you've been focused on manifesting, whatever you've been trying to call in, keep holding the energy of already having it, right? To have and to hold. And you will wake up one day and it will be your reality. And that day is coming soon, especially with eclipse season, right? Us being on the heels of eclipse season. Your angel number is the reset number, right? The ending, and things end for new things to begin. The angel number 000 reminds you that you are one with God, indicating that a situation has gone through a complete cycle. And for some of you, it's the cycle of poverty, right? You may say that this is your only Sunday best, right? You only have that one pretty dress. Soon you're going to have a walk-in closet full of pretty dresses. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and or rising, with the seven of baskets being called out to breakfast, right? But it feels like Sagittarius, sun, moon, and or rising, you don't have one person coming back. You have a couple, at least two. Some of you may not even know, like, who else could possibly be coming back. Because one of them is somebody you counted out a long time ago that has never forgotten about you. And when they come back, they're going to put it down hot and heavy, respectfully. But with the seven of baskets, seven of cups, your guides want you to make the best choice, right? Make the best, may the best suitor win, right? The one that's not good only for the now, but can also be this loving, this kind, this generous, just generous with the 50-year-old version of you, with the 70-year-old version of you, right? Everything is peaches and keen, right? When you're young and, able-bodied and beautiful. But will they still find you beautiful? Because you will be when you're 50 and 70 and 80. The person that truly loves you down to your soul and doesn't see the outside. And that same energy that they come back with is what they're going to sustain. So you're going to have to really, really sit on your throne, dearest Sag, and see whose actions truly matches their words. Your angel number is 3300. God-given responsibility. Confusion. Well, of course, right? Do you date this person? Do you date that person? You're going to have to sit with your own discernment and your own intuition. You could get a clarity session, right? You and I could sit together and we lay all the cards out about person A, person B, person C, some of you, person D, right? But ultimately, it's up to you to make the choice, right? So as with all multiple choice quizzes, right? Choosing the one that best fits the equation called your life. God and the angels are trying to get your attention. It is very likely something related to your divine purpose. Is there some guidance that you have been ignoring lately? If so, you may feel stuck right now. This means listening to and following your divine guidance and taking relevant actions. And this is for your person, especially if they are a Sagittarius rising. God has been trying to get their attention for a very, very long time. Capricorn, sun, moon, and or rising with the mother of wands, which is the queen of wands. I love how this king and queen energy keeps coming up because it tells me that the collective is doing the work. You guys are elevating. You're doing your best, and that gets noted, right? You get points, spiritual points for doing your best, because then the universe will return your energy, will match your energy by doing its best to support you on every single level, especially Capricorn. It feels like this year you've had to make some very hard decisions. There's already been moments of sudden shifts and sudden turns in your life, but it's not over. There's one more revelation that July is going to bring that's going to pull all the revelations together, all the moments together for you to have the information you need to move forward. It doesn't feel like you have a person coming back. It feels like you're finally divorcing your skewed vision of love so that real love can finally for the first time find you. Your angel number for today is 60. What's up with all these sixes? 6699. Let go of the attachment. Harvest growth and continue to pay attention. Guard the beauty. Guard your pearls. Guard your investments. Right? Don't just hop on the next bus that stops. But wait for the Uber XL Black to come and get you, to bring you to where you going, right? To help you over that bridge of who you were and who you are becoming. Let go of your attachment to your items, because some of these items, right? And it feels like from lovers past, right? Things that you hold on to like a security blanket. A lot of this doesn't apply to you, Capricorn, but you're really being pushed to let go of everything attached to negative connotations that you had with love, negative experiences that you had with love. Yes, even that diamond bracelet, or those earrings from that person that gave earrings to everybody, right? Take it to the people, get whatever coins you can for it, buy yourself something nice. Anything that doesn't have pure love attached to it, let it go, right? Anything that is non human. Aquarius, sun, moon, and or rising with the six of coins, the six of pentacles. Okay, so you know that when the general message, when they said that somebody wants to come in and do the work, somebody definitely wants to have a balanced relationship, that balance give and take. Well, I do this and you do that, and I have your back and you have mine. That they want to be the yin to your yang if you let them. Your angel number for today is 1166. Pray sincerely, right? For some of you, you're praying for your household. You guys are already together, but there's been some kind of conflict, some kind of thing that have you on somebody sleeping in the bed, somebody sleeping on the couch. Stop that, right? Give it to the Most High and hold the vision of what you want, how you want the situation to be resolved, and then start seeing it as resolved, because you guys have a lot more loving to love and a lot of work to do. You know that you have a divine relationship. Don't doubt it. Keep connecting your thoughts with the heavens and release any worries, about the material on the material level. The meaning of attention is to pray for assistance now to repair what displeases you or interferes with you in the material world. Well, then that just said it. Pisces, sun, moon, and or rising with the Sun of Wands, which doesn't have a traditional tarot counterpart, right? The Son of Wands would be like the Prince of Wands, but this is definitely somebody who has done the deep emotional work, right? Because this person's in a deep body of water, right? They're literally going toe to toe with their enemies, with their negative thoughts, their negative Norman, negative Nancy thoughts, right? Really doing the work to not be that person that they were. It's going to take a lot for them to get back to the surface, but it feels like they're doing it. And some of you who have a Pisces sun, moon, and or rising, heavy on the rising, still have work you need to do to be walking in your purpose in order for life to show up the way that they won't even let you get on the bridge to become that person you've been dreaming of becoming until you do that work. Pisces, your angel number is 4466. Destined by God. Hello. Confirmation that if you're dealing with the Pisces, yes, sun, moon, and or rising, yes, this was a divinely ordained relationship that somebody couldn't agree to the terms and conditions of, but is having a change of heart after clarity, right? Perseverance, not so much in guardianship, transformation and growth. Your angels ask you to pay attention to your focus so that it's not too much on the physical world, right? Everybody's pretty much getting that message that we need to take our focus away from the physical and put our head to the sky. Be optimistic. That's another song. And probably that is the song of the day. Optimistic. or be optimistic by Sounds of Blackness. They ask you to completely hand over your worries to them so that they can step in and assist. Balance your focus between heaven and earth and know that the supply you need, the love you need, whatever you desire is truly unlimited, especially when you work hand in hand with the divine hand. Aries, sun, moon, and or rising with the come through. Another queen energy, right? With the queen of coins. You will reap a good harvest. You know when bees are doing their things in that the box that beekeepers put them in, while they're building their honeycombs and doing their things, we can't see none of that. We have to lift up those flaps, right, to see how much honey was produced, right? Your honey, your intentions, your honey. You did that honey jar? Have you been using the honey and cinnamon on your tongue every morning, declaring your affirmations? Hmm? Whatever you set out there is manifesting, right? It's cooking. Let it cook, right? The season of revelation, right? Taking the honey out and seeing it, being able to bottle it, being able to make it of use is coming. Your angel number, dearest Aries, is 4400. The benevolent is invincible, and so are you, Wonder Woman, which, by the way, is one of the names of the new affirmation oils that are coming out at the end of the month. Go forward, be kind, protect, and continue to be prosperous, beekeeper. God and the angels want you to know that you are completely loved. They ask you to spend more time feeling this love because it will answer many of your questions and solve any challenges. Put Gemini in its proper place, taking over the reading. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and or ooh. Taurus, do you also have Pisces placements? Because now we have the Son of Knives, which could be like the knight somebody just said, but it's not really. Energetically, it doesn't feel the same. Son of Swords, doing the deep work, the emotional work to fight your demons, your hangups, your traumas. It pretty much piggybacks off a Pisces message, right? And also, it part impacts the message that was said that the relationship had to separate, regardless of your sign, that because two people needed to do the work before the emotional work, the emotional healing, before they could come together. That's for you too. 1133, make persistent efforts. Whatever you've been working on, in addition to your healing, right? Because we do multiple things during a time, right? I should hope. Keep going, keep doing. You're just about at the moment of breakthrough, and I feel like it's coming with the Lionsgate portal. We manifested as a collective some pretty amazing things during last year's Lionsgate portal, and I expect nothing but the best from you all this year, from you all who are able to lean into that energy and pull down your blessings, especially the long overdue ones. Keep fighting for what you believe in, dearest Taurus. In many ways, they are like your spiritual mentors, right? Teaching you the ancient wisdom of making your dreams come true. They give you the energy to keep you from getting discouraged and encourage you to stay focused on your true soul's goals. However, they always teach us that all creation begins with our thoughts and intentions. Ask your angels, ask your spirit guides to assist you in making wise choices about what you want. You're another one that's not going to be allowed on the bridge until you do the work, until you do the healing. Let's pull a birthday message for this week. We're getting a little long, but we're just gonna make it real quick, real simple for those of you experiencing a birthday. And if ever you watch this on the replay and you want to skip around, there's the part that says on the video on YouTube, because that's where it'll be, right? Where it says summarize this video, and it will automatically break the video up into chapters, right? For you to see which part that you really, really want to focus on, right? And I just heard Spice Spice Girls, wannabe, if you want to be my lover. Somebody has that message loud and clear, and they're coming to meet those demands. Holy Spirit, last but not least, let's get a message for the collective if they're having a birthday this week. Because 7-Eleven falls on this week, right? So it's a perfect time to give birthday messages with the Monday messages. Hello, because Dream 7-Eleven, and I couldn't do this without you guys. So if your birthday is today, your message is, with the Nine of Pentacles, right? That abundance you're calling in, especially during your birthday season. Now, I know we're closer to the waning moon than we are the waxing moon, but it's still a good time for you during your birthday, dearest Cancer, to set that intention, set that goal, set that big dream, and it's actually going to manifest a lot sooner than you are thinking it will. Whenever it is our birthday time, that is our literal moment in the sun to take center stage in the universe and say, this is what I want. This is what I declare. This is what I decree. So if your birthday is today, go ahead and do it. Lean on the energy of the six, right? Bringing in balance, restoration, the lovers, right? Everything attached to that, and use that as part of your bibbity bobbity boo. Your birthday number is a magical number. These affirmations that you set, these things that you do, always do it on the 6th or the 24th, right? Any day that adds up to 6, because those are your power days. If your birthday is tomorrow, 7-7, not only do you look forward to Neptune going retrograde, right? And Neptune is a higher vibration of Venus, which is the natural ruler of Taurus. So those dreams that you have of living a happily ever after, or whatever you want for your life, they're coming through for you too. Something that you have been putting in a long term, that you've been investing in. Some of you is school, right? You're graduating soon. Congratulations. Some of you, you're graduating from the school of hard knocks. You're graduating from lessons, hard lessons, especially if you are on the other side of your Saturn return. You are being advised that it gets a lot better. And the universe has a surprise gift for you. If you're born, if your birthday is on the 8th, right, the number of karma, make time to spend with your loved ones and your person. And if you don't have a person, this year, the solar return changes it. If your birthday is on the 9th, your message is a chapter has ended, so a new chapter can begin, right? Especially during Leo season. Pay attention to the intuitive nudges you have been getting, because they're leading you to your next great journey, your next great discovery. Something big is underway for you, but you have to follow the clues and surrender. You have to say yes, right, before that can happen. If your birthday is on the 10th, right? Judgment, awakening, resurrection, especially with that relationship you thought was dead and gone. Your period of 40 days and 40 nights has come to an end. Your birthday on the 10th is not only signaling a new cycle, a new beginning, right? But it's the beginning that you've been wishing for, hoping for, right? You are crossing over that bridge of the person you were to the person that you are becoming, the person you want to be. If your birthday is on the 11th with the Ace of Cups, well, of course, 7-Eleven. With this Ace of Cups, your cup running over, you wanting for nothing, things coming into balance. It's not going to come into balance on the 11th or even August 11th, but it's the very start with this birthday of a cycle of you wanting for nothing, an era of you finding your peace, finding your joy, waking up every morning with a happy heart. So make room and start to embrace the changes that are coming to facilitate the shift in your world. And if your birthday is on Sunday, the 12th, do you also have Gemini placements? especially if you also have Gemini placements. Get ready for things to radically shift. Get ready for things to radically change. Get ready to enter your soft girl, soft guy era. Just be willing to do the work that comes with it. Those are the messages for the collective. Let's see what you guys are chit chatting about in the comments, starting with the YouTube side. Well, hello. Hello, Miss Nicole. How are you? Hello, 33 Match King. How are you? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Goodbye. Who else is here? Hi, J Max. Nikki, I don't do pregnancy questions. I don't do medical questions. Delene, how are you? Hi, Miss Cruel 82. I'm in the years phase of no communication. Well, that shall change. I think I got to everybody's questions on YouTube. Hello, Juan. Now, the TikTok side, because you guys, there's a lot of you guys here, and most of the comments got cut off because it cuts them off at a certain time or a certain thread, I guess. So if I don't say your name, it's not because I'm being mean. I just don't see you. Your message or your comment got cut off, right? Especially if you said anything before Stephanie liked the live. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you, thank you, thank you all on both sides for spending this part of your morning with me and the Soul Tribe. Cheve, yes, this was live. You can watch the replay on YouTube. Hi, Evelina. Hi, Belinda. Who else is here? Hi, Cheetah. How are you? How are you? I hope and pray, like Miss Nicole, everybody had a safe holiday weekend, right? She found new love that didn't require her to sacrifice herself. I'm guessing you're talking about Oshun, and yes, yes, that's like a double confirmation within the message, right? Thank you for sharing that, because now I'm going to go look for it. Ray Ray, you know it. You know it. Thank you, Blue Heart. Thank you guys for the new follows. Speaking about Martin, Gina, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, High Priestess. How are you? Bunny 42, Malati Bunny 42. What if my ex crush, a Taurus, was to hold a grudge on me? For what reason? Right? That's a free will choice, right? That they have to work through, right? Especially with that Pike Taurus energy that came out in the collective, right? For the Taurus message, doing that deep dive. Even if it was because of a simple mistake, if they're going to be that bent over a simple mistake, that is somebody that needs to do a lot of work before they'll be good for anybody in any type of relationship. They lack understanding and depth. And was making false rumors, yeah, that is definitely somebody who is, I'm hearing not on your level at all. At all. So definitely call your energy back because some people are doing that in the comments and wish them well because that picture, the depiction with the guy and the alligators or the crocodiles, that's where they're at. They either have to tame the crocodiles or be eaten by them. Their choice. So call your power back from that person and enjoy your new life. Hey, Boogie Woogie Woogie. Hi, Tori. Hi, Tori. Rich Rising indeed. Hi, Cofito. I love the live. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Georgia girl. Anytime. Can I please see the 1122 card? Can I find it? Here you go. If you want to take a screenshot of it. Mm-mm-mm. Well, hello, Tiger's Eye. Professor Goodman, how are you? How was your weekend? All right, so that is all of Treble Clef. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, any questions, any thoughts, any feelings that you want to share with not personal questions? You have a personal question? Get a soul session, get a clarity session with me, right? But any thoughts, feelings like what was shared about Oshun that you guys want to share with the rest of the collective? Hi, Britt the Alchemist. How are you? Don't forget to like and subscribe over on YouTube. Mm-mm-mm. Going once. So we have Neptune going retrograde. Peep the mathematics on this, right? Neptune stations retrograde on July 7th, 7 7. 7 is the number of the divine, it's the number of the most high, it's the number of perfection. Neptune's retrograde ends on 12/12, a little shy of a week of the winter solstice. So these next 5 months, give or take, is about seeing things super duper clearly. We love Delulu is the Salulu, but with Neptune going retrograde, especially in the midst of a Mercury retrograde, the truth will be very plain and clear. It will be undeniable. Even if you cover your eyes, you will still be able to see and feel the truth. This is the main energy that's driving people to come and speak their truth, come and make things right because they know they won't get to where they're going, what they want to manifest until they do. And some of them, as we heard earlier, doesn't they don't truly want to lose the best thing that ever happened to them. Well, hello, my favorite songstress on social media, Shantara. How are you, my love? How are you? How are you? How are you? So we have Neptune going retrograde. Mercury stations direct on the 23rd, I believe. Everything is in the Patreon newsletter, right? And then we have Saturn, the taskmaster, the giver of karma, right? Justice going retrograde on the 26th, right as the Lionsgate portal opens up. The Lionsgate portal extends from the end of July to about mid August, peaking on 8/8. Get yourself together, get very clear about what you want to manifest, what big shift you want to see happen in your world. Write it down, make it plain, and then lean into this energy of cosmic shift, cosmic changes to bring those supernatural shifts and changes into your world. This is the type of stuff I work through with my coaching clients, with my other clients, with through readings and different things. This is one of those. July and November are one of the two top times of the year to manifest the impossible. So go for it, right? Go for it. There's no dream that's too big or thing that is too much. Some of you have already been put on notice that that thing you've been asking is too little, right? They want to offer you the entire restaurant and you're ordering off the kiddies menu. Stop it. They want to give you the whole buffet and you're just asking for a glass of water. And what else? Right? The water will quench your thirst, but they want to give they want to give everything to you. Feel the worthiness because you are worthy to have it all. You are worthy to have those dreams manifest into your reality. You are worthy of having every single dream come true. And you know what? We'll use the Ace of Cups as the official 7-Eleven, because Dream 7-Eleven, right? mantra for the rest of 2026. This is about waking up every single morning with a happy heart, contented and wanting for nothing because your cup overflows, because you have pure intentions. The people that gravitate towards me, that gravitate towards my lives, towards my business, towards my work, are good people. I repel negative energy like roach spray repels critters, right? Bug spray repels critters. So I know for a fact, you guys don't have to tell me that you are a good person, right? According to their standards, not according to man's standards, right? You deserve good things. You deserve that happily ever after. You deserve that happy ending. Use this moment in time to overcome those obstacles, to make a list, right? Some of you, I gave homework over the weekend that were in my inbox, right? Use this time to make it clear. Write it down on paper so you can actually look at it. That's what makes it real. That's how you take accountability and say, I don't want to do this no more. These are all the challenges that I have gone through, right? I resign as God's strongest soldier. Put me where the angels sit. Let me do that type of work where I get called here and there, but every day is not a constant battle. You owe that to yourself now that you know it's available. Ace of Cups is the energy I'm declaring and decreeing over the collective, my collective, not the whole collective, right? Not the whole wide world. My people, the people that support my business. Y'all never want for nothing. Y'all never do. Your pockets and your belly always stay full. It may not be with what you want at the moment, but if you look back, you want for nothing. You've never gone a day without food. You've never gone a day without a little spare change in your pocket, right? Right. It's because you're doing the right thing. Continue to do the right thing. We have some action over here. I'm in survival mode, that's why. So I don't want to move. What would it take to get you out of survival mode, Treble Clef? Really sit with that question and then either respond to it in the comments of the video. And we can do readings for ourselves, but when we're in survival mode, that means our ego is getting the best of us. There's a disconnect between intuition and trust and ego, right? Ego is running rampant and telling us we have to do this, we have to do that, and our central nervous system is fried. So they can spell out what our guys can spell out what we need to see, what we need to know, but our ego won't let us see it. That's why we tap into somebody else, right? Steel sharpens steel to help pull us out of that energy, right? To help point us to in the right direction, to give us sometimes a good old wake up, especially if you're gifted. The world is your oyster. We come with these spiritual gifts, not just for ourselves and, maybe like me, start a business, right? Help the collective. We come to prosper too. Every spiritual person that has really walked the walk wanted for nothing. We're in survival mode like David, right? For a moment, because that's part of the journey. It makes you who you are. It gives you the resiliency to fight the good fight that's coming along your journey, to fight for the people that you are meant to serve in this lifetime as a spiritually gifted person, right? Especially if you're a healer. Oh yeah, you're gonna go through the ringer. You're gonna you're gonna go through it to be forged in the fire, to be able to pull people in the fire out of it without getting scorched. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to go in deep and pull somebody right out unscathed. But it requires you to have that fortitude, have that stern talk with ego to say that they don't run the show. Have all the tips and tricks in your spiritual toolbox to keep your central nervous system at ease in order to be able to help yourself, your loved ones, and your purpose partners, your destiny helpers, the ones that you have come on this earth to assist along their journey. I love treble clef. And first of all, treble, we could go on and on and on just about the name, right? I love that you shared that. And you're a healer, of course. I will tell you firsthand, you will be dragged through all of Dante's Inferno, all those levels of hell and back and forth and back and forth until you are bulletproof in order to do this work the way the Most High intends it. A lot of people, how does the Proverbs say? Physician, heal yourself. You will be put in situation after situation about healing yourself. The healer's first job is to heal themselves. And as a healer, I can tell you that firsthand. This is something I've done for a lifetime. And although it gets easier and there's a lot of beautiful benefits that come through with it, that being pulled back and forth and back through all of Dante's Inferno is a thing. Is a thing. Um, but with every level gets more, I don't want to say power, more recognition, more ability, and more people to serve and help navigate the pits of hell and assist them along their healing journey. A lot of healers tap out. They only save it for them and themselves, right? Because it requires a lot. It requires a lot. It requires making time to work on your healing because it's a constant thing. It requires, having those tools in your toolkit so when you're triggered, your nervous system doesn't go haywire again. It requires the ability to be able to sit with somebody and hear them, and your demons not want to join the party. So everything you're going through, yeah, it's a part of that. And that's just a general for all healers, because a lot of you are, because like attracts like. Hello, right? Trouble, I don't do personal readings on the live, except here and there, because spiritual talk is a mess right now, and I don't want none of that smoke. So I keep my channels very, very, I'll say that much, compartmentalized, right? My guides have me on a very strict bandwidth. So yeah, let's see what's going on. Shantara, you look like it. The video I saw yesterday or Saturday, there's a different light in your eyes. So, whatever you've been doing, keep going. I love the giggle about going through the rain. I mean, you gotta giggle, right? Gotta laugh. But I can see you aggressively spraying the bug spray, and do, and will, because, and it happens every Neptune retrograde. Every single Neptune retrograde, there's this avalanche of negative Nancy, negative Normans trying to pull people into the spiritual TikTok beef. This is year 4, and I refuse, absolutely refuse to be a part of that circus. Shout out, much love to the people that enjoy going back and forth and feeling like they need to explain themselves. I'm a firm believer of what is understood doesn't have to be explained. And for somebody, this is hot off the press. Especially if you are that person in your friend group that everybody comes to for advice. You're the one that's always giving. You're the generous friend. You're the one with the big old heart. You're the empath. I love that for you. But speaking about going through hell, and why that happens before we step into our greatness, right? With the people coming back, if those folks weren't willing to go with you through your winter to the very pits of winter, the deep freezes of winter, don't let them come back to enjoy your spring. Including those people that were present just to mark their name. Well, I was here for that one day, that one moment. No, no, no. The person that went through the entire season of winter with you. Those are the people that can come back. The people that they were struggling, but saw you struggling and were like, let me go help. I ain't even got it like that. Give them credit. But the people that were just talking and just calling to check up on you to see just how bad things got for you, mm-mm. If they weren't with you on the bus, they don't. They shouldn't be sitting beside you in the Porsche, right? There's a reason why there's only two seats there for you and maybe one other person. So remember that. Some of you are going to have a harsh conversation with a friend or somebody posing as a friend that wants to eat off your plate once you reach your happily ever after. And you're so generous and kind, you won't even realize that this is happening. But your guys have officially put you on notice that your responsibility is to only pour into those that held you up during your moment, or else you are, in a way, disobeying an energetic law, right? Because energy is not created, it's just transferred into one thing, into another, right? It's just bouncing back and forth. So if you are pouring more into something and not getting anything back or getting very little back, you're violating the law. Whatever human reason you have for it, we love that. That's great. Hey, big heart person, we love that. But you're violating the law and depleting yourself. Stop that, or else you will be charged and found guilty, and you don't want that. Some of your guys will rather take everything from you than watch you squandering it, giving it, watch you throwing your pearls to pigs, giving it to people that talk behind your back, that are only around just to use you. Some of you need to keep that in mind. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Hey, Big Payback, sending you lots of loves and hugs. Thankful to the one that didn't. Well, that's a testimony. I don't even think I could say that on the TikTok side. Buddhistava Suba. Mind is everything. It is. It is. And you're right, Shantara. People pleasing is hard to get over. It's very hard. Oh, let me tell you, my darling, Mamdani is everything they portray him to be. Everything and then some. I was about to say that kid is doing big things, but we are around the same age. The way he lights up when he talks about just about anything, right? This is someone who is very, I fear for him a little low key, but this is somebody who was committed to changing things and has definitely done his best to put his actions, to have his actions match his words. So, yes, he is that guy. So, Brit the Alchemist, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, I'm on during like after 7:30. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and maybe Saturdays, I'm after on 11:30, right? To get both sides. We don't do lives. Like I've been really tempted to get on at late night, but yeah, my guys told me no, so I can't come out to play at that time. I trust. It's Monday. It's the start of the week. A lot of amazing messages came out. I cannot wait to watch the replay, I pray that each and every one of you have an amazing day that is filled with blessings, peace, and all the things that bring you joy. Stay blessed. Ashe.